We have some amazing supplements that we use during the program that makes this so possible, because they really support our digestive system, curb the appetite as well. And so I'll invite Carrie, please, to come and share a little bit about our 5 products that we use during the Slim Down. Carrie Bramley.
Hi, everyone. So I've actually got the New Zealand, Australia ones here. Because I've carried on using all of these, and I've added, I'll show you. I actually do the 2 minerals now. So that's the phytogreens and the probiotics. I'm going to start with the probiotics. And just as a little thing, just to think about, maybe you're feeling a little bit apprehensive about starting this, and maybe you're thinking, oh, what did I do? What did I say to myself? And I came across this little quote: a healthy outside starts from the inside. It's by Robert Urich. I'll put it up in our group for you. But I just thought, oh my gosh, that is so true, Anyway, okay, this has become my favorite product. This is the probiotics. Now, overseas, they're slightly different, but in terms of packaging, but what we've got inside is very similar. Okay, so ours here comes in like 2 little sachets. You need to have both sachets. And for this 5-day kickstart, you need to have, those 2 sachets every single day. I tell you, they are amazing. But what I just wanted to go through here, I've actually written some notes because I thought I'd actually do it a bit differently here. It's like, why do we actually have to do this for our gut health? All our products are geared to our gut health. And I mean, I knew nothing about gut health before this program. I'm so grateful for what I've learned here because it has transformed my energy and vitality. It's amazing. So what problems do probiotics help? So if you have diarrhea, constipation, stomach pain, over the long term, probiotics improve our overall gut health, including bowel regularity. Some of you will have noticed that difference already. Digestion, and of course, reduce discomfort. And then if you've been on antibiotics, or maybe you've been a bit sick or something like that, or maybe like me, I've had lots of non-steroidal anti-inflammatories in my life and lots of antibiotics in my life. Those disrupt our gut bacteria. Steroids, anti-inflammatories, cause leaky gut. End of story. So we need to change those gut bacteria to good bacteria again. That's what the probiotics do. Okay, so they are the key, the first step. So they help to restore the natural balance of bacteria in the gut. And of course, this also improves our heart health, our mood, our skin, our cognitive function. That's our brain, our immune function. Okay, so things that you might want to think about is like, why do I need these probiotics? Yes, you're doing the kickstart, but it helps all sorts of other areas of our life. So the 6 symptoms that show why you need probiotics: difficulty sleeping, increased mood swings, frequent health issues, bowel disorders. So, for example, irritable bowel. You need to talk to Margaret. I'll try and get Margaret. She doesn't do the Slim Down, but she does a lot of these products. I tell you, she swears by these things in terms of her irritable bowel made such a difference. Weight gain, that's part of, why a lot of us are here. And then skin disorders. Yeah, I was chatting to Sean the other day, and she was saying, how do I share? I don't really want to share to someone and say, oh, are you looking to lose some weight? And I don't tend to do it that way. What people notice is my skin. And they say to me, Carrie, you've got amazing skin. I wish I had skin like that. And I say to them, did you know that your skin, the tissue that makes up our skin, comes from the same tissue that our gut is made up from? So if our gut is not happy, it exposes itself in the skin. And you all know that. That's what eczema is. So because all eczema is a reflection of what the gut is trying to deal with. I didn't even click that in the beginning. So, if someone approaches you, maybe that's a way that you can kind of just gently and with compassion say, have you ever thought of looking at your gut health? And actually, by looking at your gut health, that helps so many other things, including your weight. Anyway, just something to think about. So that's why probiotics are just amazing. Okay, and then I wanted to say to you, why is it important to maintain an alkaline gut environment? So phytogreens and digestive enzymes. Okay, so our gut and our health functions the best when our digestive tract is alkaline. Okay, so, because then we do have other digestive enzymes, but what happens is that when we have inflammation in our gut, all those good bacteria, all those good digestive enzymes, all our hormonal stuff, everything's disrupted. So if we can get our gut to an alkaline environment, then we can restore all those natural processes. Okay. So because it promotes optimal digestive health by facilitating the proper function of digestive enzymes, supporting a balanced gut microbiome, reducing inflammation, alleviating digestive discomfort. For example, acid reflux. I don't know if any of you have that, but that's from an acid environment. So, that's what our digestive enzymes and our phytogreens are trying to do, is get our gut back to this alkaline environment. And that's what gives us overall well-being. Okay. So, right. And then I wanted to go through minerals because I've been learning more about minerals. I started with this. This was my first product that I ever started with in terms of changing my health, even before I was thinking about weight, because I just wanted to stop fainting. So this I have taken, I don't know how many years I've taken this now. It's this, and Claudia carries it everywhere. Kendall carries it everywhere. If you've got teenagers, they need this, irrespective of weight loss or not. Okay. And then you guys in Australia have this minerals. Okay. So now I'm not so familiar with the UK and the USA, but we all have similar things. Okay. The thing is with minerals, what I didn't understand with minerals is that we've got our nervous system, and for our brain to function and our nervous system to function, we actually need these minerals. So, I mean, if your brain doesn't function, our body doesn't function. So that's our electrical system. But also in our cells, there's a cell membrane. And you need a certain number of positive ions on this side and a certain number of negative ions on that side of any mineral to facilitate things going in and out that cell membrane. Oh my gosh. I mean, I learned that in biology ages ago. I just never kind of put it together here. So if we don't have those minerals, and like here in New Zealand, we don't get selenium in our soil. So unless we have this, we're not getting selenium. Talk to Jan Hobbs about this. She was really battling with iron and had 2 medications to help her iron. She's been on the minerals. She's been able to reduce that medication, and her iron levels are so much better. So, you know what minerals do? They help to build our bones and our teeth. They help to regulate our body fluids. So that's particularly our blood. So iron is needed for hemoglobin. The hemoglobin is the thing that carries the oxygen around in our blood. Okay, so it's massively important. If we don't have that oxygen carried around in our blood, and our blood doesn't flow freely, then we don't have the energy. Okay, helps with muscle and nerve function, helps support the immune system, helps to make enzymes and hormones. Now, just in terms of food, you know, Marie-France, you was sharing about sprouts.
Yes.
And, you know, so sprouts have a multitude of minerals and trace elements. Okay, so, you know, I've made a mental note. I used to eat them all the time. I don't know why I don't. I need to get back into that habit of growing my own sprouts again. And then there are these other things called trace minerals. So this has more trace minerals than this, okay, which is, and this has what they call phytonutrients. So this has been taken from like those really pristine mountain streams. And what happens with that is all these plants and things over the years have broken down. And so that's what are called phytonutrients. So they're the nutrients from plants. This also gives us phytonutrients. Okay, so it's like the actual, like, broken down ingredient that we need for our body systems to function at a cellular level. So, you know, this one has some trace minerals too, but not from the same source. So apparently those volcanic sources are like the noni. Marie-France and Heather were talking about noni. That's also from, you know, a fruit that's grown from a volcanic source. The same thing. Those are vital for our system to function. Okay, we don't use the noni in the Slimdown Kickstart, but there's no reason why you couldn't have it in the Slimdown for Life part of the program. Okay, so in terms of the trace minerals, these help our metabolism, including our hormones, energy, cell function, DNA synthesis, that includes iron, creation of tissue. So the symptoms of mineral deficiency, now, I mean, I'm a physio and I've worked in the medical profession for a long time. And in Africa, I saw these mineral deficiencies, things like goiter and rickets, you know, things where actually if people don't have those proper minerals, they actually get sick because of it. So, but we've got some other things, and these are things that where I kind of fitted in terms of how I joined the Slimdown, because you'll hear bloating as one of them.